what else is an extension of the Dark Lord's power? That's the question. I want to see some videos.
All right.
Midnight, you have content.
I love how everyone knew that I was going to make a video about this. Even Andrew Holsholt knew and got in the train and completely roasted me. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna go straight to the point. Hugo Martin has been doing weekly or bi-weekly streams playing the whole campaign of Doom Eternal and leading up to the release of the Ancient Gods Part 2. Hugo Martin has been teasing several stuff about what's coming in the DLC as well, like mid-hook platforming, a new super weapon and some lore as well. In today's video we're going to talk about the lore that Hugo Martin confirmed in his latest stream, one that basically changes up everything. Now I did mention some of this in my past video about disturbing lore from Doom, but I wanted to make a full video dedicated to this topic and expand on it. So let's begin.
So question time. Here's a question from chat. This is Ben Langley. Question is this. Because we were talking about Warhammer 40k, this is tying into that. The question is this: is Hell its own living entity, or is it an extension of the Dark Lord's power and will? And then as a side note, they said, I collect 40k as well, so that's really cool to see. Other than that, thanks for making such a great game.
It is it's actually a really interesting question, and it's going to be answered in DLC 2 in more depth, but I can say it is an absolute extension of the Dark Lord.
According to Hugo Martin, the dimension of Hell, which stretches up to infinity and houses God knows how many trillions and trillions of demons, is an extension of the Dark Lord's power. This changes and reveals a lot of stuff we didn't know in the past. We did know that the dimension of Hell was its own living sentient being. It's right there in the codex of the game, and with the Ancient Gods Part 1, it was revealed that Hell was once a beautiful and heavenly dimension known as Jakar, and that with the betrayal of the Father, that being God, for the sake of his vengeance, the Dark Lord corrupted Jakar and became the dimension of Hell. That's what we knew about it, but now everything changes. The way I see it, it's that the Dark Lord corrupted and destroyed Jakar so badly that it was burned in hellfire, and the Dark Lord built over its ashes. That is of course a metaphor, but it is the best way I could describe it. Somewhere down the line in the fall of Jakar into darkness, Hell was brought forth from the origin. Or maybe the Dark Lord bent Jakar's denizens so hard that it, the universe, the dimension, became part of him. The Dark Lord is a primeval after all, a being so powerful that each universe can hold only one at a time. So most likely the Dark Lord had the ability to manipulate the whole universe and made it a part of himself. The Dark Lord was stated to invade other universes, killing the other gods and absorb their power. So, just like how the Dark Lord absorbed the power of other gods and dimensions, maybe he absorbed the origin of Jakar and made it part of himself. What I'm trying to say here is that the dimension of Hell, this corrupted wasteland, is part of the Dark Lord's body and power. That just lets you know the threat we're going up against on the Ancient Gods Part 2. The VOD, the Dark Lord, is Hell itself. We're watching Hell in the eyes right now.
We ended up getting some hints out there. I like that.
Egg.
Okay.
That might not be. What else is an extension of the Dark Lord's power?
Ooh.
That's the question. I want to see some videos theorized. That's a big hint. And when you watch DLC 2, you're going to know what that means. So it's actually pretty cool.
Get those videos.
Now, this part is not set in stone, but I think Hugo Martin is talking about the Doomslayer here. From here on out, it is going to be a full-on theory, but I believe it to be correct, or at least on the right direction. Hugo Martin hints at the possibility that the Doomslayer, the demon killer we all know and love, is also an extension of the Dark Lord's power and body, and if that comes to be correct, then it changes or confirms a lot of things that were a mystery and couldn't be explained in the past, like Like, why was the Doomslayer already superhuman when he was just a normal human being, immortal? Or how did the Seraphim know who he was when the Doomslayer just arrived on Sentinel Prime? Why the Doomslayer and the Dark Lord look exactly the same, and why Vega says he, the Doomslayer, is also the Dark Lord as well at the same time. Just think about it. Everything I mentioned couldn't be explained at all, but if the Doomslayer is indeed part of the Vod's power and original body, then all of this is explained. And you might be asking, how did all of this happen? In the lore of the Ancient Gods Part 1, it is described how God denied the request of the Seraphim about destroying the life sphere of the Dark Lord and to also destroy his original body. God let the body of the Dark Lord fall into darkness from the Ingmar Sanctum of Hell. Knowing just how of a schemer the Seraphim Samuel Hayden is, and knowing that the Makers have their hands deep in the lives of the humans of the earth, it's very likely that the Seraphim, after the Father left the body of the Dark Lord in the depths of hell, went to the body and got a DNA sample of some sort. It is the Seraphim's ultimate goal to kill the Dark Lord, and so, when the Seraphim took the life sphere of a god away from Urdak and hid himself within the human society, he artificially created the Doomslayer, or the Blazkowicz bloodline. Let's not forget about B.J. Blazkowicz in the events from Wolfenstein Youngblood, events that highly suggest that the reboot of Wolfenstein and Doom share the same continuity or multiverse. I'm actually doing a video on that, so subscribe right now. Going back to it, thanks to the Seraphim, the Doomslayer was already a very powerful human to begin with, one that could stand ground against the forces of hell. The Doomslayer might be like a sort of clone of the Dark Lord. They look the same, are equally as powerful, yet they are their own persona and had different lives. If all of this is true, then Doom will truly be eternal. And here is why. If the Doomslayer ever kills the Dark Lord, all of the demons that roam outside of hell will get sealed back on it, including the Doomslayer, because he bears the DNA code of the Dark Lord deep within his body, I guess. He's technically bound to hell as well, so his fight will truly never end. Even if he kills the ultimate demon, that being the Dark Lord, the Vod, the Devil, he will just get sealed on hell forever, making Doom truly eternal, and I love it. This is basically Berserk all over again, just like Griffith said to Guts when the Count summoned the God Hand again on volume number 3, all who are bound with Demonkin will go to hell. It doesn't matter what they do. Guts bears the mark of the sacrifice, and the Doomslayer bears the mark and blood of the devil. This is truly tragic, and I cannot wait to see if this ever gets to be true on the Ancient Gods Part 2. Honestly, this is all just a theory, a pretty big theory, but I think it can be done. But please let me know what you think about this theory down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching. And so, okay, Spartans, that was all the time I had for today's video. Please let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Leave a like if you did, and a dislike if you didn't. It is completely fine, my brother. If you didn't like the video, leave a dislike, and if you did like the video, leave a like right now. Click subscribe if you like Doom, Wolfenstein, FPS, or whatever. Click subscribe. I have a lot of videos planned for this channel in the future. Be sure to follow me on all my social media, Twitter, Instagram, and on Twitch. All links are going to be down below, and my Patreon as well. Have an awesome Monday. Stay safe, stay home, play video games, stay awesome. I love you guys. Adios. Bye. Alright guys, I forgot about something. I'm doing a very big video where I'm going to get a lot of Doom YouTubers to be part of the video. Like Under the Mayo, Spud Hunter, Bite Me, Rip and Tear, and all of that stuff. I'm doing a video on if Doom, the original Doom, the one from 1993, deserves a remake. So I ask you to put down in the comment section if you think the remake of Doom, like if Doom 1993 really deserves a remake or not. Please tell me your honest opinion, because this video or that video that I'm going to do is meant to bring up the discussion or to open up the topic of a remake for the original Doom, because in my opinion the original Doom 1993, Doom 2 Hell on Earth, and Doom 64, all of those three games, that trilogy really deserves a remake to go and tie the events of Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal and make a clear, apparent and transparent continuity of the games. So please let me know what you think about that. Thanks for watching, have an awesome day. Adios, bye.